Yo, yo, what's good? I'm speaking to the record right now. This for the record. This whole thing going in the archives. You feel me? But I am Zen the rapper, also known as Dante Winslow. I'm interviewing Jarrel Young today. For Smile Politely. And today is February. Ooh, I just wrote February on the board the other
March
day.
5th.
My
March
my
5th.
students said, Mr. Zen, you know we in March. I said, okay, thank you. You helping me. Today is March 5th, 2025. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful day on earth. How you doing
Yes,
today,
sir.
man?
I'm blessed, man. All is well. Family good. Health is good. Mental health is good. Can't get no better, bro. Yeah, we here. You know what I'm saying? We here. Yep.
Let her hear that. Let her hear that.
Appreciate that.
So I'm gonna give you some a little bit of idea of the things I'm interested in asking you about, kind of like to
Okay.
prime you before we get into it deeply.
Okay.
Um, so first I want to get some details about this first show. So I want to be able to write the article as we got, the number one thing is we got a show on Friday at Canopy. You need to be here. This is why. This is what you're gonna get. Expect to be get maybe tease out some surprises.
315.
Um,
315. Yep.
yeah.
315. 25.
We want to definitely try to have the focus be like, hey, come see this first show, and then we want to give them the reason to see that first show by getting into your story a little bit
Okay.
since we kind of left off last. We did the album
Right.
review.
Yeah, we
um
did.
I just been seeing you do a lot of things outside of, I'm aware that you're running for Champaign County
Champagne
boards,
Unit 4. Champagne Unit 4. Champagne
Champaign
Unit
Unit
4.
4
School
school
board.
board. There we
Yeah.
go.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Um but I've been doing a lot of articles and interviews and discussions about artists especially rappers, as educators, as teachers. That's my thing too. And so I want to bring your perspective as rapper, as a community leader in a similar vein,
Mhm.
as social worker, and as one who's growing in that direction,
Right.
and talk about how what this is going to look like for the town.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, basically, man.
Oh, wait. Let me.
Oh, okay.
That was just
Do your
my. That
thing.
was my little. That was my little.
Oh, a little spiel. That was a little spiel.
Get your brain going in that direction. My
Okay.
first question, though. My first question. So March 15th, 47 and friends.
Yes, sir. 47 and
Uh,
friends.
give me all the boring details first. All like the time, the place, the day, everything, and who is performing.
Let me pull up the flyer. Do you have a copy of the flyer, bro?
Yeah, I
You got a
do.
copy of the flyer?
I do actually. Let me.
Yeah. You could just, I mean, for the people that don't know, 47 and Friends, it's a show that I will be spearheading on March 15th. It's a Saturday, March 15th. Starts at 9 o'clock p.m. It's $15 right now, and then believe it's 20 or $25 at the door the night of the event. Tickets actually are selling fast, man. I'm almost out of all my tickets already, and I started out with 50, so I'm down to like 5 tickets already right now. So we're gonna be in the small room at the Canopy Club right there off of Goodwin Avenue, right on the outside on the outskirts of campus, U of I campus. And
Mhm.
yeah, it's gonna be an amazing night. Bringing the community out, bringing the town out, collaboration, networking, and things like that. So yeah,
Okay. Excellent. Thank you. And I just pulled the flyer up, so I got all the
yep,
details here for
for
me.
sure. Yep.
Um. Okay. So, Jarrell, you enjoyed a certain amount of success as an artist,
Hmm.
as a rapper. You've been doing it for a long time,
Yeah.
and you have a certain amount of success in your life and your professional life with what you're doing in social work.
Hmm.
Wh- Take me. I'm interested. Why this direction? Out of all the things you could have did as a rapper, and
Hmm.
in terms of your next move, why is this on the priority, or why is this important for this to be your next move?
I mean, honestly, bro, shout out to my parents, my mom and my dad. They are both first generation college students. So they just passed the torch down to me and my family as well, me and my siblings. So that's just pretty much where it all started. And originally, my first degree is in applied health sciences, recreation, sport, and tourism. And then you know how it is. Once you graduate from your undergrad, you don't really know what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? I was young.
Mhm.
I graduated when I was like 20, 21 years old. I'm still young. I still like to party. I still like to kick it. So I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. So the university pretty much just gave me my degree. I walked across the stage and they was like, deuces. My
Yep.
honestly, so then next thing you know, I'm looking for jobs. I'm searching, I'm searching, I'm searching. And my first full-time job ever ended up at the Pavilion Hospital, right?
Mm.
Where I was a unit supervisor. And that's when it clicked. Was like, oh, this is social work, mental health. And it's like it just naturally came to me, you know what I'm saying? And then I ended up took 10 years away, had a family, went through some real life situations, adulthood, started adulting, right?
Mhm.
And then I I was always encouraged to go back to school. I should have did it as soon as I got out the first time, but I had to live life a little bit, and now I appreciate the school route a lot more because I understand what it can do for you. A lot of people think, man, just sitting in the classroom, it's boring, this, that, and the third. But people got to understand there's a lot of resources. There's a lot of networking that comes with education. You know what I'm saying? My dad, he's a huge, he's a scholar, and he also pushes education on me and my friends and colleagues and cousins, siblings, my mother too as well. So it just kind of came around full circle, dog. The social work, the music, the life that I live, it just kind of all meshed together, and I made it work, and I made it work to my advantage. So yeah,
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. You say we was talking about social work that it naturally came to you. Can you talk to me
yes,
about that a
sir.
little bit? About that feeling of like things clicking?
Well, honestly, bro, being in the Black community, things that we don't talk about is mental health. The traumas that we went through, and have experienced. Um, when I was growing up, I was always told, man, you better not tell nobody our business. Whatever goes on in this house is stay in this house. Don't be letting anybody in, you know what I'm saying, your business. Which is true to a certain extent, right? You don't want everybody in your business, but at the same time, when you're going through some things and you're maturing as a young man, especially a young Black man in America, um, your emotions sometimes can get the best of you, especially with your experiences. And it's always good to let that out, man, because once it's bottled up on the inside, it's hard to get out. And when it comes out, you might end up exploding on someone that didn't deserve that, right?
Mm.
I just started literally, bro, 2021. What was it, mamas? 2021 when I started going to therapy. That was my first time ever. Literally my first time ever going to therapy. I say 2020, 2021. And this was when I was going through my divorce. So once I went to therapy, it opened up a whole nother realm to me, dog.
Mm.
And that's what it confirmed my journey. You know what I'm saying? It confirmed my path. And I ended up growing a love for it, a passion for it, because I didn't have nobody to talk to like that. Yeah, I had both of my parents in the house, but we weren't talking about my emotions and my mental health like that. This is me growing up in the 90s and the early 2000s. The times that we live in is completely different now. So
Mhm.
I got it. I got it down to a T. Like my daughter goes to therapy. Hopefully, my little man's I get him into therapy at some point. My lady, she's really the one who actually encouraged me to go to therapy. You know, and it made sense. Um, Typically, a lot of Black folks go to church. All they pray, do this, that, and the third. But at the same time, the therapeutic piece, it really starts to shape and mold and open your mind to something completely different that we've never experienced before. And I enjoy that challenge. I enjoy doing things like that because I constantly want to grow. I constantly want to learn. You know what I'm saying? I love receiving information, and therapy did that for me. Yep.
You've been making music for a while before you started therapy.
Yep. I started in 2010 officially.
Okay.
Yep.
How do you feel like therapy has influenced the way you make music or the way you approach music?
Music is therapy for me, bro. That's actually part of my treatment plan.
Mm,
Seriously, dude. And if you listen to my last project, and that project was actually my full custody project was actually influenced by Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. You know
word,
what I'm saying?
word.
By
Okay.
Kendrick. So him being able to be that vulnerable and tell his truth, dude. When I say it sparked something in me, I listened to that album still to this day. I legit had dissected that album from track one all the way through, from the skits, sonically, how he organized it, how he composed it, the songwriting, the cadence. I paid attention to all that, bro. The frequency was so crazy. And it immediately just caught my attention because I was like, yo, I see myself in those shoes. And when he did that, it immediately struck something in me to be like, yo, Jarrel, this is your opportunity to tell your side of the story and tell your truth because I didn't feel like I was heard. But I do know in therapeutic settings, you get heard. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that came about.
You said that word vulnerability.
Yeah,
Vulnerability. That's what really impressed you about Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. And
absolutely.
thinking back to full custody, man, you was very vulnerable in a way that I think was helpful for a lot of people. Can you speak to from your perspective the benefit of being vulnerable like that in music? Because a lot of people will go the other way. They'll say
Hmm.
people don't need to know about me for real. They need to know about me as an artist and not as a person. So what do you feel like the benefit on your side and the listener side to being vulnerable?
Um, it sparks growth. To be vulnerable, it opens the door to responsibility and accountability.
Mm, mm,
Um, and also it also frees you, you know, it's supposed to, it frees you of like any type of burden that you have on your shoulder, anything, any weight that's on your back. When you're able to just be honest and open and upfront, you never know what the next person is going through. So when you're telling your testimony, you'll be surprised how many, bro, you will be surprised how many people had reached out to me, a lot of fathers, you know what I'm saying, that went through similar situations, and they were like, yo, Jarrell, I didn't even know that there was other people going through this. Like I went through a similar situation like that. And that immediately for me was like, okay, I did my job. I did what I
mm.
was supposed to do. Cause I made that album for me. I had to get that off my chest, bro.
Right.
I had so much built up, you know what I'm saying? But when I got people that told me that they could relate to it, golden, golden. So yeah,
I'm getting the sense that you discovered this thing that was helpful and useful for you dealing with your self therapy, right? And then it
yeah,
enhanced the way that music helped you deal and understand yourself. And
yeah,
it seems like as you got feedback and you saw how well it helped you and maybe your kids, I'm thinking how they seem to respond that
yeah,
you want to push this as a part of your brand, as a part of your
yeah,
work, not
yeah.
only as an artist but on earth.
Yeah, my
Um, yeah,
my kids. It's crazy as you said. My kids actually love that album, man. They love the project, you know. Um, and I will tell you, like sonically and polished wise, is my best work to date. Just the growth and the progression. You know what I'm
word.
saying? I
Yeah.
took I took what 4 or 5 years off. I hadn't dropped a project since 2019. So 2020, 21, 22, 23, and I dropped the project in 2024, bro. I had a lot of time to really sit back and put this thing together. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And when I
Mhm.
tell you it was some late nights, arguments in the studio, some disagreements, you know what I'm saying? Me and the team. Certain records didn't make the cut. You know what I'm saying? I recorded like 20 songs for the project, only 14 made it, you know? But that's all a part of the, the album making process. And yeah, I mean, it turned out to be what it is, and I consider it my best work to date.
Okay.
Mhm.
Uh, so now, what is the audience? Not to abruptly switch, but just
I'm
to
good.
switch topics a little bit. As a social worker,
Hmm.
as a counselor, right?
Hmm.
What kind of audience do you serve at your job? As in, like, is this a university audience? Is this people in the community? Is this generally older folks, generally younger folks?
So I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. I'm kind of like a what you call like a unicorn because I do it all. And I'm not
Mm,
saying that to sound like cocky or nothing like that, but bro, like I do some grant work with Dr. Kevin Tan over at the University School of Social Work. I'm also a full-time foster care supervisor for CYFS, and they're contracted through DCFS, so I work in child welfare. And then I'm also a licensed actual therapist where I do one-on-one sessions. I can do family therapy, couples counseling, and all that type of stuff. Um, yeah, dude, I'm more aware of my influence, So whenever I approach music now, I approach music completely differently than how I used to approach it. You know
mm,
what I'm saying? So, and that just comes with growth and maturity, right? I got kids now. I got a lady. I got to make sure whatever I put out there that that has replay value and that it can can stand the test of times, right? So, yeah.
okay. Okay. Thank you. The question that came up. So why you're very effective in what you do as an artist and with your jobs. And it seems like you got a high degree of synergy where you're not having to, you're switching hats, but it's not totally taking the hat off and get another one. It's just turn it this way a little bit, turn it that way a little bit. It's really the same
Yeah,
hat,
that's
right?
it. Yeah.
So why run for office?
Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
I'm a part of the millennial generation, bro, and we believe in breaking cycles. You know what I'm saying? Bridging gaps. And as you can see, what's going on post pandemic, um, post COVID, the world has changed, bro. The old way of doing things is just not working anymore. Um, it's time for some new, fresh energy, some new, fresh ideas. You know what I'm saying? And you need somebody that's going to be neutral, somebody that's in the middle, that understands the baby boomer generation up until us, and then also understands the itty bitties, right? The youngins, right? And we're right in the middle. I'm right in the middle, man. I'm only 36 years old, so I get it. I understand. I was there just 15 years ago. I was just a YN just 15 years ago, right? But I also came up during the 90s and the early 2000s, so where we still respected our elders. You know what I'm saying? And we had a solid grip on life. And this is pre-technology takeover. You
Mhm.
know,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, social skills is on point. We had to go to other people's houses, knock on the door. Hey, can Johnny come outside and play?
Right.
Opposed to now, everybody can just get on their phone and just do stuff and create narratives and do things. But no, we don't. We gotta get back to connecting with the people, being upfront, and being reachable, bro. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day.
Awesome. Thank you. And
Absolutely.
I personally, I'm glad you're running for office.
Thank you.
I appreciate that you taking something you said earlier, responsibility and accountability when talk about
Mhm.
vulnerability in your music. It's kind of like
Mhm.
a level of growth. You you talk about you being able to relate to like older folks as well as the younger folks, right? Because of your age and your unique experience. Can you
Mhm.
talk about how you think and this will be a kind of a little bit of the angle of my long-term research
Okay.
interest, right?
Okay.
So, but how do you think rapping and being a rapper for so long
Mhm.
will will come into play in your next role on the school board?
Oh, bro. Well, first of all, music is universal. Music is legit for real, outside of churches and things like that. It's the only thing that can bring everybody together. No matter what you look like, it's all inclusive. Music is just it's universal, bro. It's universal language, universal communication. And you gotta think about it. A lot of the kids nowadays, they want to rap, they want to make music.
Yeah.
So I'm showing them a different way of doing it. Rest in peace to neighborhood Nip, man. Nipsey Hussle showed me, like, bro, you can wear multiple hats and still be true to yourself, right? So he's a Leo. I'm also a Leo as well. So I relate to that, man. And I'm a firm believer in whatever I set my mind to, bro. Like, I really can do it. I'm not gonna let somebody tell me what I can and cannot do. You don't live my life. You don't have to put these shoes on. You don't have to pull
Mhm.
these pants up, right? I have to do that. So I have to make sure when I look myself in the mirror and my kids see me and my partner sees me that that they see somebody that got their shit together. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna rock and roll to the fullest. And that's what I'm on, man. So yeah, that's just what it is, man.
Okay. And I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you could be real, you could be a rapper, and you could be about your business, and it don't got to be no type of mutual exclude. It all can come together. You can do all that at
Okay.
the same time.
Yeah. I mean, if God can do it, why can't I do it? You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? I'm trying to be like him. I'm, likeness of his image. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying I am God. No, I would never do that. But I'm a true follower. I'm a true believer. Um, and I love to create.
Hmm.
He blessed me with this ability. He blessed me with this gift. Why not share it with the world? Why not? You know what I'm saying? And also be able to sit in office, able to sit at these tables, also be able to make these decisions and still be me. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nothing greater than influence, bro. You got a lot of young black kids, a lot of young kids that look up to individuals like us. Well, let them know, hey man, you can do this. Like, this is tangible. This is reachable. You can do this because you see an individual that looks like you doing it.
100.
For sure.
I've been seeing you around lately, at different schools and different like kind of
Yeah.
like slight campaign events. Can you tell me how do I want to ask this? Can you tell me something about your experiences bringing your music into schools and how that's been?
So I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. I've been doing this type of work. People might not know, but the people that really like know me, bro, I've been doing this type of work, hip hop programming and things like that in the schools since 2017, 18. It'll be coming up on 10 years here in a couple years, bro. Honestly, I've been campaigning for the longest without me even knowing that I was campaigning. You know
Where,
what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like, I didn't
you
I
got
didn't
through
I
that
didn't just
realization in the middle.
honestly, bro. So it's like I've done work. I've ran hip hop programs over at Kenwood Elementary. I've ran hip hop programs over at Booker T. Washington. I used to work with Dr. Adam Cruz over at the Illinois School of Music, ISYM hip hop camp. I did that for like 3, 4 years. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, I've been doing this work and I've noticed the impact that it has had. One of the kids that I used to work with at ISYM, he ended up getting like a little distribution deal. You just
That's
never know you never know what it'll
yeah.
turn into. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
When you pour
seeing,
into them,
come
anything
on,
can happen.
man. Come on, man. You just never know. You never know. So yeah, I've been doing this for a long time, bro.
I love to hear that. That's encouraging. It's encouraging to me because I try to bring my music into the class
Hmm.
to and I'm still trying to figure out the balance of it, but I'm not trying to like flex on kids, right? But I want to
Okay.
encourage them to be yourself. I
Yeah.
want to encourage them when you get on stage a certain type of way. You come up,
Yeah.
this is who I am. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? You have
Absolutely.
your courage, and you have some pride about you,
Yeah.
practice, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
let's
Salute to you for that, bro. Salute to you for that.
appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Let's shift gears. Let's turn the
Okay.
hat a little bit. You feel me?
Okay.
Back towards the show. The
Okay.
show we got
Let's
coming
do it.
up. So, you've got like you've got your ministry with like with the community in a general from all ages and from
Right.
families to couples to individuals,
Mm-hmm.
to foster children, right? With your counseling. Then you've got the work that you've been doing in the
Yeah.
schools over time.
Right.
And now with this show, um, what audience are you trying to serve most directly with these shows, with these 47 and Friends shows?
So first of all, 47 and Friends is an installment. It's an installment. It's like a series of shows, right?
Mhm.
Each show is gonna have completely different artists. And we're not just doing rap and hip hop. We're gonna jump into different genres. We're gonna have spoken word, dancers, DJ sets. At some point, I want to get into having like a rap battle. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to completely bring it all together because honestly, the music scene in Champaign Urbana as a whole has been kind of dry. It's
Mm.
been dry, and I remember there was considered like a golden era from like 2011 to like I said like 2016, 17, bruh. It was all types of hip hop shows going on, but then some of these venues started gatekeeping and started shutting down the access to
Yeah.
these venues for us to have hip hop shows. So now we pretty much only have one spot, which is the Canopy, that allows us to shop and do those type of events there, right? You can't really do that at the Cowboy Monkeys. You can't really do it at there used to be a spot called Mike and Molly's. That shut down. You know what I'm saying? There used to be a spot called the High Dive. You could do
Mhm.
shows there. We don't have that anymore. So I mean, we're really only left with, I would say, the IMC or the Canopy Club. And I just know I have a good relationship and a good rapport over at the Canopy Club, where I was blessed with an opportunity where I could just bless people with my platform and collaborate and bring that sense of hip hop community back to Champaign Urbana like it's supposed to be. And I'm just sharing the space. I'm at that point where I'm giving back. I don't even care. However I need to give back, I'm just gonna give back, bro. Um, I've sold out the Canopy before. I've done plenty of shows. I've opened up for artists at the Canopy. Okay, now it's time to give that back. And that's what 47 and Friends is. So, yep,
That's a great answer, man. That's a great answer.
for sure.
Thank you. Very informative and specific.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I mean,
love it.
everything I do is intentional, bro, at this point in my life. I'm not into wasting nobody's time, and I'm for damn sure I ain't about to waste my time.
Word, word.
So yeah,
Looking at everything I've asked you, I'm just give me a second here to kind of think
take your
about.
time.
Yeah, I think we kind of get into a wrapping up area.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
but yeah, I'm very excited about how this come together. So let me
Hmm.
see. You talked about bringing the like this golden era back, this idea of like a hip
Yeah.
hop community in Champaign that's active and can do
Yeah.
things, can stretch his legs, and is not hand bone into this. And so
Right.
something that I have noticed as an artist out here,
Hmm.
and looking around and trying to be observant, is that it's hard to feel unified as a hip hop community. It's hard to like feel a sense of unity. It feels like we're all siloed in these like ineffective silos, right? In
Right.
these
Right.
and whenever we want to do something big, the fact that we don't have a community base that is
Hmm.
based on like that we are the hip hoppers, right? Like
Right.
whether you rap, engineer, or whatever. I want you to, can you speak to unity
Hmm.
in this scene, and how you think, and I'm asking you to speculate a little bit, right?
Okay.
How you think we can encourage a better sense of unity in the hip hop community.
Um, ego and pride needs to be checked at the door. Period. None of us is ever, and none of us are bigger than the programming. And the
Mm-hmm.
programming is the culture. If you really love the culture, and if you really love hip hop, if you're a real true student of hip hop, you're not you can never outgrow the culture. And we saw what happened with Kendrick versus Drake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm with the culture feeling, you know what I'm saying? The culture always supersedes, right? And I've noticed throughout the years, there was a there was like a wave of MCs that me, your Chase Babies, your Don Till Truths, you know what I'm saying, your great thinkers and Mother Natures that we all came up with. There's a whole bunch of other artists that kind of just dwindled down and digressed. You know what I'm saying? Because they thought they were bigger than the culture. They don't have the same access that they used to have anymore, you know, that they used to have. Um, when you're a good person and your heart is in the right place, bruh, people go see that. You know what I'm saying? Especially a lot of these venues, and when you start building these business relationships, they can see that, they can feel that, you know, and they can be like, all right, I don't know about him, but him over there, he's dependable. I know what he's about. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's all about the programming. You're not bigger. I'm not bigger than the programming, bro. I've been humbled so many times, and that's a huge part too. We got to be humble. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thinks that their stuff is the best, which is okay. You're supposed to feel like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, no, bro. There's always strength in numbers. That sounds very cliche, but the more that we all push together, let's use the model, for example, down there in Atlanta. I went down to the ABRO and recorded half of my first album ever, Millennial. Do you know how many people was around and just in the studio? I'd never met before. They were just in the studio giving game, collaborating, and just having fun.
Mm.
You don't do that here. Oh, bro, I rock with that. That's tough. Hey, send me that. I'm gonna play that when I go to the club. And I'm looking at them like, dang, I ain't never met this person in my life before. I've never experienced that up here in Champaign, in the Midwest. I've never experienced that, bro. You know, it's that crab in the barrel mentality, that bug in a jar mentality, bro, where you could be sitting, you can say you catch a bug, one of them like lightning bugs or something like that.
Right.
You put that top on it, it's constantly trying to fly out, but that top's on it, right? Say a week go by, you finally open that top, it has completely gotten used to that area. You take that top off, it doesn't even want to come out the jar. That's crazy. I've seen this, bro. I've seen this with my own eyes, being born and raised in this community. And it's crazy. So then that's why you just need people like us, Zen, to just remind people, man, and breathe that fresh air into the community. Like, yo, y'all know we can really do this. You just got to get over the ego. You got to get over the ego and the pride. This music thing is spiritual, bro.
And you know what just came up to me, what I used listen to you say, that to get over the ego and the pride, I think, not that it's a band-aid, not that it's an elixir that's gonna fix
Mhm,
everything, but
mhm.
therapy, right? Right. This counseling piece of like, how can we heal the land, heal the people, heal our mindsets in mass, right?
It's spiritual, bro. This is spiritual work, man. Music is a spiritual thing. I don't even want to get into all that, but yeah, music is a spiritual thing, bro. Because I can go off into a crazy deep end when it comes down to that, bro. Because I've seen people play with their blessings. I've
Mm,
seen people play with their talents. You know what I'm saying? And I've had conversations with some artists, and it's like, bro, you really got something. I've told them this to themselves. You know, that's humbling for me to be able to walk up to somebody, hey, bro, you wrong. You cold. I fucks with this. I'm rocking with this. I don't see people do that anymore. I don't see it. So,
And
you
I
know,
tell you, it's so powerful when it comes from you, because you've had the success, because you have the platform, and you really have no reason, you feel me, to go and tell nobody that, like, you could feel that way, and then
come
you could
on,
just be like,
bro.
okay, but for you
Come on,
to
bro.
open your mouth and verbalize and express and try to
Yeah,
connect with people in that way,
yeah,
that's it's just such a blessing. That
yeah.
is such a blessing when it happened.
And that's where 47 and friends, me and the team sat down and they was like, Jarrell, how about we just rebuild this? And I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. So what I did was I put all my shit to the side and I said, hey, Rob, I got an idea. I reached out to Rob and I said, bro, let's do this. I want to do this thing called 47 and Friends. Kind of the same model that the Ken and Friends had, the pop out Kendrick had last
Yeah.
year. And he
Where
had all those different artists that nobody ever heard of. But then as soon as he put a couple people on his album, these guys that you never even heard of, now they're doing millions of views. Now they're selling out shows, all because of the platform, bro.
mm,
Just that one show changed a whole bunch of people's lives. You know what I'm saying? So what I want to do is, bro, I just want us to network. I want everybody to build. I want us to build an actual core following as a unit. We can all use each other's resources. We can all pull from each other. I don't have no ego in this, man. I got kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be an example to them. And I'm not a ball hog, my guy. I believe in teamwork. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
this really speaks to me because I'm part of the new class in Champaign, right?
I got you. I got you.
You part of
Yeah.
the OGs, and so I
Yeah.
even looking at the lineups, I got a couple people I know on there, and I got a couple people I don't
Yeah.
know on there. You feel me? So
That's the
that
point.
it's exciting for me for things to
Yeah.
come together
Yeah.
because for things to
Yeah.
come together like that.
Yeah.
I got one more question, and then
What's
we'll
up?
get you out of here. You
Oh,
feel me?
do your
Good night.
thing,
Enjoy
bro.
your evening.
Do your thing.
Um, Last question. Uh, give me something to sell the show. Why should people come out and spend their money and come see this show? For people who maybe is not an artist, who is not interested in networking, you feel me, and building on that level. But why should a fan? And the assumption is that they should, right? But tell
Mm-hmm.
me why a
Mm-hmm.
fan should come out for this show on March 15th.
They should come out because I'm doing this for y'all. We're rebuilding, bro. I'm doing this for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even this is even for people that have hidden talents. You know, I already know what's gonna happen. People gonna show up to the show. They gonna be like, "Hey, bro, how do I get on to the next one?" And then you already on the next one. I'm already planning the next one. I got you on the next one. Um, that's what it's about, though, bro. Like I want us to start creating that conversation. I
Mm,
want us to start building that momentum back. You know what I'm saying? Um, and like I said, that's really what it's all about. I'm doing this for y'all. It's not about me. It's about all of us. Unity, community. And what other way to do it? Through music, bro.
yeah.
What? A peaceful night of just bobbing and kicking it, couple drinks, good music. You can listen to people that you've never even heard before. You know what I'm saying? And once again, this is an opportunity for us to create together. It's rebuilding togetherness, bro, at the end of the day. So yeah. Yeah, bro.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And man, I'm excited. I'm excited. I
Yeah. See your mind going. His mind
Yeah.
going. Cuz mind going.
I'm really yeah, you gotta be thinking some good positive thoughts, man. And again, thank you. Thank you for your time this evening. Thank you.
Yeah,
And
thank you for the opportunity.
man, we gonna get this written. And my just to give you some information on me personally, I think we had spoke on this a little bit, but
Uh-huh.
I think I have a lot of ideas, a lot of vision, a lot of energy and
Uh-huh.
ambition around writing about rap, writing
Yeah,
about
you
hip
do.
hop as a cultural thing, as a intellectual tradition, as a
Uh-huh.
way for people to get to know themselves. And so
Uh-huh.
I think when you say coming together as a community, I'm excited about that because I feel like I have a gift of writing in a certain sense. I feel like
Yes, you
I
do. You
practice
do.
writing a lot and I have certain skills, but I'm also excited for that because it gives me a chance to be more selfless in what I'm doing. Like sometimes as a rapper, I struggle. I'm like, all right, I'm trying to promote my show, or I'm trying to promote my song. I'm steady
Right.
promoting. I'll be feeling selfish sometimes. But
Mm-hmm.
as a writer, I'm excited for these shows to go and start building my Rolodex a little bit of content, because I got all type of people I know by face, by name, but just let people know, hey, look, this is what we're doing. This is the opportunity that I have
Right.
to help, to boost, to amplify. And you know, with Smile Politely, that's the official channel, but that's not all we do. You feel me? It's
Absolutely.
that's the platform right now. That's the
Right.
platform right now, and I
Right.
appreciate that. But I'm excited to grow with the community
For
and
sure.
for the community
For sure. For sure.
in that way.
And this is a way for you to just give back. You know what I'm saying? And you doing it in your
Yeah.
own right. You know, you doing the best that you can, considering the climate of the music and just how things are, right? But the
Mm-hmm.
fact that you're willing to even do it, it shows that, okay, no, you're not as selfless as you say you are. You know what I'm saying? It
Right,
might
right,
feel
right.
like it, but you don't have to do this for nobody. You could just keep it to yourself if you want to, you know. And that's something I had to sit back and realize, like, bro, this is nothing but a vehicle. I'm nothing but a vessel, right? I'm a
Yeah,
vessel. I'm here to do God's work, bro. Social work is God's work. Hip hop music, that's God's work. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
work. No
And
cap.
it's God body, bro. So at the end of the day, like I said, this is spiritual, man. And people will know, you know what I'm saying? It might not be for everybody, which is fine. I'm cool with that. But best believe when I tell you, my focus is on reshifting the energy, bro, switching things around. This is what it's gonna be, bro. And y'all gonna be seeing a lot more of me, man. This was a part of the plan. 2024, I dropped the album. We outside. We outside. We shifting this, bro. We need to take the power back. Where we at with it? You know what I'm saying?
And I wanna encourage you to say something that people been saying to me, man. Keep going, man. I appreciate you.
Oh,
And
much
me,
love, bro. Much
yeah, me,
love.
because we need leaders out here. You know, we
Yeah.
as we try to grow and build. When you look up and you see a glass building, you see a glass ceiling with a whole bunch of white feet that's stumping to try to. You see what I'm saying? And
Absolutely, bro.
I hope you understood the metaphor. I
Oh,
kind of
no, no. I know where you're going with
up
it.
a
I
little
know
bit.
exactly I know where you're going with it, man. I know exactly
But
where you're going with
so
it.
it's what you're doing. If for nobody else, that's what I tell my students
Yeah.
sometimes. When you perform,
Uh-huh.
sometimes you got one person in the audience that you performing, and that's what it's meant for. That's who it's meant for, that message. So if nobody else,
Uh-huh.
I appreciate what you're doing.
Man, bro, and I appreciate you, dog. The ones that get it, they go get it. If they don't, I'll put it like this. They might not get it now. They'll come back around though at some point.
Give him some time.
That's
Give
it.
give him some
Let it
time.
let him let it marinate, bro. I'm not forcing nothing on nobody. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna still be here. I'm here. I
Word.
ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's on that note,
Yeah,
let's go
yeah,
ahead and end our discussion.
for sure.
And I want to let you
Oh my
know,
God.
let me know how I can support you, me being a writer, you being an artist, you feel me?
Hmm.
At any point. Let me know. I'm a text away, you feel me?
For
Just
sure.
if you
For
have
sure.
ideas, if you have if you have requests, you see what I'm saying? If you got something that you need, like, hey, this I could do, let me know.
Okay.
That's my intention. That's what I want
Yeah.
to be doing out here.
I appreciate it. Let's do that then, bro. We need that. We need that. See? See? That's how you do it right there. You build we build community that easy. It just
Right
happened
there.
like that. In 30 minutes, we're building community in 30 minutes. Is crazy, bro.
Yeah, you got to show people it's possible. You got to show, and then it just it's infectious. It keeps.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
Yep.
uh,
Yep.
thank you, sir. My
Thank you.
intention is to get this out. We got a new editor, so
Okay.
we see how that goes. The face I'm making is because I just had a real good relationship with the previous editor, and so the
Okay.
new editor you just got to reestablish. So it's just unknown,
Okay.
but uh, what I told them is a schedule to get this out by Wednesday.
Okay.
Wednesday. It's
That's
coming up a
perfect.
little close, but I think Wednesday gives people time to look at. Oh, I'm gonna go this Friday. You feel me? Make a
Okay.
plan
Okay.
and get that going. So
Okay.
I'll let you know if in terms of if it gets moved to a different date, you feel me? Or
Okay.
if the schedule changes, but my intention, which I told my editor, is let's get this out. I get you a draft. Let's get this out ahead of the show to promote, to really try to blast this show, and then we have opportunity maybe to come back and revisit the series as it progresses through the year.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. I'm on your clock. I'm on your clock. So
man,
yeah.
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you too. Appreciate you, guys.
We signing out. We signing
My
out.
guy. Yes, sir. All right.
Peace.
Yep, yo.